Hi there, Loy Machedo, Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Today the date is March 4th, 2018. Time right now is 10:40 in the morning. All right, I got this question from one of my friends who's based in Canada, and this is the question that he asked me. Just to share with you, he overheard some of his friends speaking about their assignments and how easy they found it to complete their assignments. So he kind of felt depressed about the fact that when he tried to do these same assignments, it took him nearly a week or 2 weeks. But on the other hand, when his friends tried to complete these assignments, they found it very easy. So he was kind of upset, and he just shared with me, his thoughts about it. Now, he's a good friend of mine, and he's also my client. So he just shared with me, I kind of find this really very tough. Why is it that my friends or my peers or my college mates are smarter than me and I'm not so smart? Now, this is the same answer I gave him, which I'm going to give you. The first thing which I want you to keep in mind is, remember this, that the education system is same for everyone. They all have textbooks, they all have theory, they all have facts and figures in these textbooks. And you're supposed to read it and write, and that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, that is how the education system is. You're given facts, figures, and theories, which you have to memorize, you have to understand, memorize, and then during the day of the exam, you have to, I call it regurgitate. You just have to spit it all out, write it down, give it to the professor and say, whatever was in this book, I memorized it, here it is, and they'll mark and say, okay, I give you 100 out of 100 or A+ for memorizing the book and giving it to me the exact information. Okay, so that is the education system for you. Now, there are some people who can do this much better than the others. Like, for example, if you ask me to memorize a book, I can't do it. Okay, and then there are some others who have analytical abilities, or they have mathematical abilities, they have the abilities to compute things and do things, okay? So these are the skills required in schools and colleges. However, schools and colleges do not, I repeat, do not test your ability to generate money. Schools and colleges do not test your ability to be an enterprising entrepreneur. Schools and colleges do not test your ability in terms of leadership skills. You're given a very controlled environment where you have to control the students who are following the student kind of rules, but they don't apply to real life. That is why you'll see many people who, are like school dropouts or college dropouts or failed in schools and colleges, they succeed in the real world. Why? It's not because they failed that they succeeded. It is just that these skills are not evaluated. Now, for example, me, I was one of the worst students in school. I couldn't memorize. I was very bad at memorizing because I had ADHD. I didn't have the interest to memorize. Not that I didn't have the capacity. I just wasn't interested. I was never given a leadership role because I was very mischievous. I never followed any of the rules because, I always like to do things my way. I never fit into the normal bracket of friends. Nobody liked me. Nobody felt I was part of the group. I was just not a cool guy, okay? However, today when I look back at my school friends, I'm not saying that I am the best and they are all shit. No, some of them have really done well, okay? But I'm far better than most. Where one of the rank holders who's today just earning, I would say he's earning, like what I earn in 3 days is what he earns in a month. I'm not trying to feel superior to him, but I'm giving you facts. Today I'm doing fairly very well. I have an online presence, which 90% do not have, and they don't need also, okay? But I'm enjoying my life. I'm really enjoying my life. I'm making a good deal of money per hour, which most of them do not make. So I am far more successful. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, half these skills, more than 80% of the skills that they ask, which they give so much of importance to in schools and colleges, is not required in the real world. I don't think in any company, in any organization, they give you marks for memorize this book and we'll give you an exam. There is no such thing. In organizations, it's about performance. It's about sales. It's about marketing. It's about, whether it's accountancy, whether it's engineering, precision, whatever. It's nothing got to do with memorizing skills. Yes, you need to have a amount of knowledge. Like, you can't become a doctor if you do not know medicine, or you do not know the human anatomy, which you have to by heart. You cannot be an engineer if you do not know the fundamentals of engineering. However, it's not memorization skills that are valued. And as you climb up the ladder, it's leadership skills, it's emotional maturity, lots of stuff that the school system cannot operate. So the first thing which I want you to keep in mind is, you have a standard test for standard skills. So if you are not good at that, that doesn't make you good or bad, okay? Good or bad, both. The second thing is, you're different. Everyone's different. You might be good at public speaking. He might be good at bodybuilding. That guy might be good at creativity. This guy may be good at creating apps. Another guy may be good at managing money. So different people have different skills. So don't compare yourself. Like, nobody looks like you. Nobody talks like you. Nobody behaves like you. And personally, according to me, I would say the most important skill which is required in the real world, which schools and colleges do not focus on, is the ability to make money, generate money, and have lots of it. Because at the end of the day, whatever you do, it's going to be a game of money. You don't have money, you don't survive, you can't do anything. So money is the most important skill. And last but not the least, remember, today there are so many other ways to make money. You have people who, like this guy from Harvard, not an ordinary college. He gave up Harvard and he's traveling around the world. His name is Nas videos, which you can check out on Facebook. He gets an average of 2 to 3 million views per video. He is just traveling around the world like a digital nomad, putting his experiences, and he's earning a lot of money. So I don't think this would be possible for me to be an online coach and trainer. This would never be heard of, 10, 20 years ago. The reason I'm able to do it, because I study online, I'm able to read books, I'm able to, communicate to you through these videos. So this was not possible once upon a time. So today you can make money being an online, business person. You can be an online coach. You can travel the world. You can work freelance. You can, be a freelancer. There are so many other ways. However, please keep this in mind. I'm not giving you an excuse or a reason not to study, okay? Do understand that being a freelancer, being online, is even more hard work than a normal job. It's even more stressful than a normal job. Yes, there is a lot of freedom. Yes, there's a lot of fun you'll enjoy, but it's a lot of work. And for the first 6 years or 7 years, you're not going to earn anything. So keep this in mind. So even though I'm telling you that, yes, it doesn't matter your colleagues, which definitely does not. Everyone's born different. My wife is not smart on social media presence, but she's very smart in dealing with Thai people. Okay. So I'm not good at dealing with Thai people. I'm good at, stuff online. My IT guy is very bad at communication. I'm better than him in communication, but he is a genius when it comes to websites and my online brand. And without that, I wouldn't survive. So everyone has a unique skill. So please stop comparing yourself to anyone. Keep this in mind. Some people have it easy. Some people don't have it easy. And here's one thing which nobody will tell you. My friend who's doing an MBA, obviously I'll not give you his name, is a working class professional. He subcontracts his assignments to somebody else, and they do his assignments for him. He just pays them a sum of money. So there are people who do this on a freelance basis. So keep this in mind. And there are a lot of people who will not tell you the truth. They'll just tell you, wow, it was so easy, man. I was able to do it within 1 hour. Maybe their father's helping them. Maybe their mother's helping them. Maybe they're paying a coach or a professional. There are many people who do this. They pay others to get the job done. Maybe there's a tutor. So they'll never tell you the trade secrets. Like even when you talk about exercise or when you talk physical fitness, many people are taking steroids. They don't tell you the truth. So I just want you to keep this in mind, that there will always be people better than you. There'll always be people smarter than you. But use that comparison to compete and become better. But don't use that comparison to feel down, feel depressed. And remember, end of the day, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do in high school. It doesn't matter what you do in college. None of it matters. What really matters is your money-making skills, is your leadership skills, is your emotional maturity, is the unpredictability of how life is and how you cope up with it. Because end of the day, I know so many rank holders who were like great, whose photographs were there in the newspaper, was like, wow, they are the rank holders. You don't see them, you don't hear about them. Nobody knows anything about them because they have been relegated to being ordinary, just ordinary, nothing, a nobody. It's the people who don't fit in, who are normally successful in the real world. But remember, once again, there's no guarantee. So I just hope this gives you a perspective. If your peers are smarter, great for them. Compete with them. Try to be the best of what you can, but focus on your strengths. And remember this, not everyone's the same. Everyone's unique. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. So if your college mates are smarter than you in memorizing, in giving their assignments and doing better, that's okay. You focus on the best of what you can do. Use a logical approach. Use common sense. Go to a coach. Go to a tutor. Ask your parents to help you out by introducing you to a rank holder. Spend time with them. Work on the skill, because every skill is learnable. But being depressed, feeling sad is not the solution. So anyway, Loy from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo, and Think Person Branding, sharing with you his views. Do give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. And do put your comments there. This is Loy Machedo saying goodbye for now. Thanks for asking the question.